Greetings, lovely people, and welcome to my reaction to the teaser trailer as well as 2 TV spots for Daredevil Born Again Season 2, and I am very excited to see what's actually happening with this one. I really enjoyed Born Again Season 1. It had its faults, and, arguably it isn't as good as the Netflix Daredevil series, but the fact that it is still technically a continuation, I believe this season is going to actually bring some characters from that Netflix side of Marvel. I'm very excited to see what happens, and yeah, we've got 3 different things to check out, so let's check them out and see exactly what they have to offer. And to start off with Marvel Television's Daredevil Born Again Season 2 teaser trailer. This is the longest of the 3, and yeah, let's get into it. We're opening with a bit of music, okay. Okay. Nothing too out of the ordinary so far. There's Bullseye, okay. AVTF. Oh, that's, yeah, that's Fisk's military force, isn't it? That's been using the Punisher logo. Oh. Oh, okay, we're straight up having, like, the trauma sort of things really affecting him. Wait, was that Matthew Lillard? Did I just see Matthew Lillard there? And there we go, Jessica Jones, hell yeah. New black suit as well. Oh, you love it. Okay, okay. Are we seeing any other familiar faces that aren't just from Season 1? Anything? Okay, oh, we've got Fisk boxing, or, yeah, presumably boxing. Okay. Interesting. Weird thing for the mayor of New York to be doing, but, it is what it is. Oh boy, the action looks so much more interesting in this one compared to Season 1. Okay. Right. March 24th, not long now at all. Literally, what, 10 days? 9 days? Probably as this goes up. Right, we'll mute it and we'll throw it on to playback half speed. They've changed this since the last time I messed with it. I can't remember what I'm doing. There we go. Why does that... It's weird they've just taken away the 0.5 playback speed. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, so starting off, we just have a record player. Nothing too special there. Is this his apartment? It's hard to tell. Yeah, some shots of New York, all the casual stuff. As I say, there's nothing really too much to note here. Poindexter in the bar, getting a milkshake, and he is a bit scarred. He's a bit damaged, but that's the thing. He's free, so he's definitely gonna be a threat. Yeah, the AVTF with the Punisher logos on them. I can't remember what the AVTF stands for. I know they were established before, but yeah, it's interesting. They are just like kind of hanging out within the public. It's not like they're a militia or anything. I suppose they're probably trying not to. Actually, no, they wouldn't have had the time to change things. I was gonna say maybe they're not trying to have them associate too much with some real life organizations, but yeah, I'm not too sure about that actually, because I don't think the timing would work out for them changing anything like that. Got some posters for Fisk in the background there. Yeah, the fact that this entire building seems to be like bombed out is kind of interesting. And then him getting like this pain attack. I wonder if that's going to be some sort of like sonic wave. Like, maybe we're going to be seeing some of that that Stark tech that was used to the Soundwave cannons I've seen against, like, the Hulk and stuff. Potentially that could be in use here, and that's what's causing... Though, it's only affecting him. But he is covering his ears. This is interesting as well. So, Kingpin, we're actually getting full-on, like, Kingpin stuff for him. So this is presumably some sort of... hijacked signal sort of thing, some message to the public, about being anti-Fisk, potentially. So it's hard to say from just this, but it does remind me of, oh, I forget what the really famous example of this from, like, the 90s was. Oh, I really can't remember. There was a really famous example of someone hijacking TV signals, wearing a mask, and, not really, I guess it was kind of threatening, but, like, yeah, it very much reminds me of that sort of thing. I really can't figure what it's called. That's a shame. That's a shame that I can't remember what the reference is, but it does seem to be a reference to that, which is pretty cool. Fisk in his glory. Love that. Yeah, we've got more of the militarized police going on. That's Matthew Lillard. I love Matthew Lillard. I'm excited to see what he does here. He does appear to be running with the AVTF, which is kind of concerning, but yeah, love Matthew Lillard. Love to see him around, and yeah, hopefully it's a good part. So we've got missing Matt Murdock. So Matt Murdock is like officially out of the picture. Like at this point, like, we can assume that he is full on Daredevil mode. He has not been seen publicly. Like obviously Fisk knows where Matt is because as long as he knows where Daredevil is, he knows where Matt is. But when it comes to just general public, Matt is just missing. And after he took a bullet for Fisk, very interesting sort of thing going on right now. But yeah, very excited to actually see what happens with that sort of plot point. Because obviously all the people that know Matt personally, know where he is and also know what he's doing. But, for the general public, I wonder if that's going to be some sort of big scandal of, like, this guy saved Fisk and then just vanished. We've got some church shots by the looks of that. And yet, Jessica Jones is back officially, like, fully in the MCU. And, yeah, she looks exactly as she did last time we saw her. Wonderful, wonderful. Then we get a nice shot of the new Daredevil black suit in action. Very good design there. I love how, well, not vibrant, that's probably the wrong word, but how clear the DD is on the chest there. Very comic style. Really do like that. Obviously, it's the texture of the MCU suit, but yeah, generally really like that. I don't think there's been a bad design, really. I think all the suits have been pretty good, but yeah, very excited to see the black suit because it is a very, very good look. But yeah, it also looks like, I say, we are going to get a lot more action. Got AVTF, obviously, pretty heavily involved. What was happening with Poindexter there? Just generally a bit injured. He's smiling though, so potentially he's actually done what he set out to do. Whatever that may be. I don't really know what his mission is at this point, because he's still out for... Well, he's still out for Fisk. He's probably out for Matt as well at this point because he saved Fisk. I wonder if there's anyone else. This could even be like him getting beaten up by Punisher for all we know. Like we don't know the full list of everyone that's coming back necessarily, so we don't know if Frank's actually going to be in this. We know Frank's going to be getting a one-shot sort of special presentation at some point. But yeah, I wonder if he's actually going to be in this season because obviously he was pretty heavily in last season. Yeah, Poindexter just smiling all bloodied up. Is this still the black suit? The colouring obviously makes it a little bit more reddish. I think it is. I think all the suit that we see is the black suit, which is perfectly fine. Got some more stuff with Fisk, AVTF. Yeah, having Jessica Jones back is great. These two just bumbling away, being Fisk's henchmen it was pretty fun during season 1. I look forward to having more of that for season 2. And yeah, this is very interesting to me. The boxing fight that's seemingly going to be happening between Fisk and presumably actual boxers. Not typically something that a elected politician would get up to, though. Sometimes. Especially the last year, like reality can be stranger than fiction, and there have been things adjacent to this that have been happening in reality, relating to boxing and MMA and stuff. So, it's not too far from the truth, I suppose. Too far from reality. It's not actually that ridiculous to think about. Still very, very weird to be seeing, but yeah, more Poindexter, just more people around. Presumably these are all vigilantes. Which, this is a surprising amount. I wonder how many cameos are actually going to be here. I'm not seeing anyone specifically right now. Obviously, Punisher was actually freed from a facility like this. I think Swordsman was as well, if I remember correctly. But yeah, either way, a lot of potential vigilante cameos from across New York City here, which is always fun to speculate on. For the most part, I don't really think there's much else to break down. We continue to have some form of protests. It's hard to say who it's actually against or who it's actually for. But obviously... Oh, it says no king. Maybe this is like a play on like some of the more recent like No Kings protests and stuff like that, but with, you know, Fisk being the focus rather than, you know, the real life US president. Yeah, I may be looking a little bit too much into that. Wow, that is gnarly. I may be looking a little too much into that, but I just think it's worth pointing out that these similarities do exist. Wait a sec. Wait, what? Foggy. How did I miss it the first time around? I assume this is going to be a flashback. No way they're bringing him back, right? No way they're bringing him back. This is going to be a flashback. Very interesting. We're back in the bar, which is always interesting. Daredevil picking up a gun and smiling is so scary. Okay. There we go. That is the teaser trailer. So let's get into the first of the two ad spots, I suppose. So here we have Marvel Television's Daredevil Born Again Season 2 stream March 24th on Disney+. A very catchy little title there. I assume we're probably going to see a lot of the same stuff. But yeah, very nice shot of the black suit, which is always nice to see up front.
This has gotten so out of hand.
More Jessica Jones straight off the bat. Some close-ups of the suit. Kingpin in action. Okay.
So what's next?
Oh, Swordsman. Lovely. So we are potentially getting more variety in terms of our... who was that? Actually, I'm actually not sure who that would be. A lot of this we have already seen in the previous one, so I'm not going to go through it as much detail. But yeah, let's quickly just go through that muted. I won't change the speed for this one because a lot of it's the same. More shots of Jessica. Love that. Still looking awesome. The suit looks great. I like that it's seemingly like the red suit but painted black. Like, it's not like a new suit. It is like, you can see the red on it. Maybe this is like burnt? Possibly, like, I don't know. It's difficult to say for sure what's actually happened here because it almost looks burnt at the edges here. But yeah, either way, red suit that has been painted or coloured or burnt black, which is really interesting. And also a nice little, you know, change from what typically the suit would be, which is just a black suit, a black fabric suit. But yeah, still pretty cool. Some nice shots of Kingpin. Nothing we haven't really seen before, though. This is an interesting shot with him attaching the billy bat, or whatever they're called. Yeah, he's a bit bloody, so he's definitely been fighting someone that was giving him a hard time. Don't really recognize the surroundings, just some sort of apartment or house or whatever. Nothing too specific. And yeah, dressed as Matt, obviously, but a bit bloody. Not clean here, so potentially this might be what sets him missing. You know, this what you might go into a situation where he kind of has to go full Daredevil, and this is kind of the point. But Jessica is already here, so kind of hard to say where that would fall. Yeah, Swordsman. So yeah, definitely Swordsman back in some capacity, though potentially still imprisoned. It's hard to say for sure, really, but yes, seeing Swordsman here is always great, obviously. Good to see a variety of vigilantes. We've seen a lot of this stuff already. And then we have this guy. Unless this is Bullseye. This could well be Bullseye. It's hard to tell if he has like anything on his forehead. A blue outfit isn't exactly like uncommon for Bullseye. He's more typically black and white. He's had splashes of red. He's had full white suits before. So I'm sure there's some comic appearances where he has had blue. I'm just not familiar with them. But yeah, this is either a new guy or, you know, someone new to me, or it is what we're getting for the Bullseye outfit, which if it is what we get for the Bullseye outfit, perfectly fine with that. It is a good design overall. Simple but effective, I would say. Yeah, I think otherwise, you know, there's definitely new stuff compared to the teaser trailer, but it's not really anything different. It's a lot of the same sort of stuff. Okay, yeah, there we go. So I guess we'll check out the final of the TV ad spots. And yeah, this is Marvel Television's Daredevil Born Again Season 2 premieres March 24th on Disney+. So pretty much the exact same title as the previous one, but yeah, this is the last thing we have, and presumably the last thing we'll have before the actual series releases. So yeah, immediately we've seen Fisk in court for something, so that's kind of interesting, something we haven't seen yet. And probably once again, I'll end up going through muted but not slowed down for the rerun. But let's go.
As we speak, our enemies
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely going to be Poindexter, isn't it? Okay. We've got a bit of a video effect on. Oh, we've got people being brutalized.
I will stand.
Yeah, that's definitely Poindexter, because he was fighting with Daredevil there. Daredevil returns. Yeah, it's definitely Poindexter's look. Interesting.
Not alone.
Okay. Not really anything new at all there, but yeah, a bit of an extended shot of Bullseye, and we do see him a little bit later again, so it's definitely Bullseye. This is White Tiger. So I don't think they're gonna. I doubt they'd have her suit up, right? It's possible, but I kind of doubt it. She does have the medallion though, or the whatever we want to call it, the lion's head, tiger's head. So sorry. Yeah, I doubt we're gonna get White Tiger. I don't know. It's hard to say. We'll see. We'll see. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I just think maybe this show's a little too dark for, you know, a teen hero to be introduced properly. Not introduced, but like made a key character, I suppose. I think as she is, like the fact that we know she exists, you know, she can join Young Avengers or, you know, whatever team champions or whatever we end up going with for the younger hero team. But yeah, it could be interesting though if we do see her, you know, fully suited up. That would be pretty cool in my opinion. As someone who grew up on Ultimate Spider-Man, the animated series, I'm a decent fan of White Tiger. So yeah, wouldn't be opposed to having her in this show at all. It's just, it seems a little bit maybe too early or a bit too mature for her character. I don't know. It could go either way, really. But yeah, a lot of the same stuff we've seen already. Yeah, more shots of this No Kingpin rally, I suppose. Yeah, we've got AVTF beating on somebody. I'm not sure if we're supposed to recognize this guy at all, but he's not wearing anything really too expressive. He doesn't really look like a vigilante necessarily, but might be just someone that they're beating up for info. And who have we got here? Is that anyone of note? There might be faces that I'm supposed to recognize. I'm not of these three. I don't recognize any of them, unfortunately. So maybe they are not returning characters. I'm not sure. But we flash those. So if you recognize them, you know, feel free to tell me in the comments below who they are. And yeah, maybe they are returning faces. Though they all look different from anyone that I can recall in terms of like NYPD or anything. So potentially new characters, potentially returning characters that I'm just not recognizing. Either way, though. So we have got some Matt in court by the looks of that. Looks like that sort of scenario. Maybe this is a flashback. Maybe this is, say, before he goes missing. Could go either way, really. Close with Fisk there. We've got more of the militarization. Yeah, we've got Daredevil fighting with the blue guy, which I assume is Bullseye. Pretty interesting. Okay. The same shots we've seen of both Kingpin and Jessica Jones. A shirtless Matt Murdock there. Lovely. Very nice. Daredevil returns. More shots of... Well, these ones are actually interesting. I was going to say more shots of Bullseye there, but yeah, we've got like a lot of Daredevils in the background. Oh, and White Tiger. Okay, so White Tiger, Jessica Jones, and Daredevil are definitely going to be our main vigilantes this time around. Yeah, a lot of people like in solidarity, I suppose. I think that might be a reference to Raimi Spider-Man, Man Spider outfit, potentially on the right there. It could just be a coincidence, but it just kind of looked like that. Yeah, not really seeing much else to note. Fisk, more of the staticky image and stuff. But that is everything. So, yeah, I'm very excited for Born Again Season 2. Like, this is... It's a show, it's a character that I love. I say I love the Netflix show. I really enjoyed Born Again Season 1 for what it was. Hopefully Season 2 continues to be as good as that was, or better. You know, obviously I'd always prefer it if it was even better than the previous season. But yeah, with like the return of Jessica Jones and the continued use of Swordsman and even White Tiger seemingly, very excited for all of them. And yeah, I'm sure this is going to be a really fun series. But with that being said, that's going to be it for this reaction. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like it, subscribe if you're new to it, and ring the bell so never to upload of those couple of your thoughts and feelings on the trailers that we've just looked at. And I'll see you next time. Bye!
It's been a long week. a vacation. I can hardly think. It's like the worst song